Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back into the Nations Cup third place tiebreaker. You may be sitting here saying, Bahamut, why are we casting more Nations Cup? Because we want to. Also, unfortunately, the Russian players were unable to make it for the second phase and or LAN. I don't know the exact details, but it's one and or the other. Either way, the Russian players had to bow out, and so there's an open place after we had our group A, B, C, and D. So these are the top 4 teams, I believe, from their respective groups. They're battling it out over yesterday and today's games to figure out who's going to take that 8th spot for second phase. By the way, second phase starts this Sunday, May 7th at 5 a.m. PDT, 8 a.m. EDT, and 14 CEST, if my time zones are correct. I'll be live at 5 a.m. my time, so I'll be getting up at 4 a.m. I'll make some breakfast. I'll stare at the wall, question my life, and start up stream at 4:45 or whatever. And there's going to be 4 best of 5s on that Sunday. And then as a reminder, every Saturday and Sunday after that, so like the 13th, 14th, 20th, 21st, 27th, and 28th, those are all going to be Nation Cup, the Nation Cup EU second phase. Sorry, there's like a ton of smoke coming from my neighbor's house and it freaks me out. I don't want to be 2 houses away from when a fire breaks out. Anyways, so we'll have all of that. Also, for the EU second phase, those will all be on Saturdays and Sundays. 4 best of 5s each day. Also, 13th and 14th is the NA portion that is starting at 11 a.m. Now that I've got you caught up on all the information that you possibly need to know, lastly, I just wanted to let you know this is Meta Madness style drafting. There are no baseline bans. Heroes that are picked, Blaze, Raynor, Vala, they are unplayable in the future maps in this best of 3. So heroes that were played in the previous best 3 we just saw, the entire set is the entire list is reset. All right, now that we got you all caught up, now that we have all the information you could possibly need, let's go ahead and start getting into Towers of Doom. There was a Butcher ban, which is just surprising to me. I wonder if they're going to be leaning into Murky. Ooh, you know, they could go Abathur, Murky, Nova, the best composition in the world. Yeah! Looks like your Mario Kart thing arrived. Oh, I have to go to my heal box then. Maybe I'll go today after I go grocery shopping. What's up, Radian? How you doing, bud? Thank you, Ashmantle, for the lurk. I appreciate it. Sorry if I missed anyone in chat. I do apologize. Sorry, I missed all the information. Could you repeat that? So, welcome back into Nations Cup. Go watch the VOD. How you doing, Clock? Uther will be banned away. All right. Brightwing gone as well. Like, I unironically am serious when I say, why not Abathur Murky? What are we gonna put in with this Morales? Wait. What if, and I know you're probably sick of me talking about it. Oh, this is kind of juice piratey, I'm not gonna lie. This is very juice piratey, it feels. Once again, I promise it's not a dress. Well, I mean, it could be a leotard. I still don't think I'd do well with a leotard as well. Nancy, good morning. Good to see you, bud. How was your dinner last night? It looked delicious. I was just talking about how I'm going to go grocery shopping after stream to go grab the last little bit of our stuff for the cooking stream on Friday. Vala, Stukov, Murky, ETC, and Li Ming. I wonder if they're going to do double soak rotation from mid to bottom with the core 4 and then have Murky just shove top. I wonder. Honestly, I love this. I absolutely love this. Juice Pirates? Yes, Juice Pirates. Where are the Gilly Sharks at Bingo Night in chat? They're the ones who can explain Juice Pirates ever so perfectly. It's when you buy a bunch of juice boxes for your enemies. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get a prediction going here. Towers of Doom. We have... It's going to be Czechia on the left, and we have Finland on the right. Alrighty. I'm just going to wait a few seconds here on the live stream to catch up. There we go. Alright, prediction has begun. We are getting into map number 1 of our second best of 3 of the day. We have got 3 total best of 3s, so be sure to stick around for all the action. As on the left-hand side, we are looking at the side of Czechia. Shady on the Stukov, Flesh on the ETC, Jason Sun on the Murky, Kuba on that Li Ming, and Mouse to play the Vala. To the right-hand side, we are looking at Finland. Pat on the Blaze, MXD on the Tyrael, Surrey playing the Medivh, Folk on the Lieutenant Morales, and come on, why do you hurt me like this? You know I had an NA education. I'm gonna go with Leggi Morielli. There you go, perfectly set on the Rainer. You know I had a Detroit education. You can't give me hard names like this. I'm gonna go with Leggi. I'm gonna go just Leggi. Do my best. It was delicious. It looked really good. Made me want to make guacamole for the Friday stream as well, which we might do as well. I keep adding things to the Friday stream. Oh, we'll make refried beans. Oh, we'll make guacamole. Oh, we'll make fresh French fries. Medivh currently 2 stacks. We have Raynor going into the Veteran Marksman level 1. Portaling back and forth with Medivh to try and catch maybe the Murky in mid lane. This is a big kill. This is a big deal. This is a huge kill. This is like killing a Reaper early on in StarCraft 2. Just kidding. It doesn't really matter. NA education. Can I tell you about the U.S. geography? No. Can I tell you about volcanoes? Kinda. Our science credit so many times at the Detroit Public Schools was just like, oh, you're going to learn about volcanoes for the science section. It's like, we learned about volcanoes already. I don't know. Why didn't you teach us what temperature water boils at? ETC power slides through. Unable to steal away the camp from the side of Finland. The portal forward to chase on to Kuba, but no potential kill into Li Ming as the Sapper camp already in lane and bottom, being pushed up. Multi-shots from Vala here and there also to clear out the way from a safe distance. Excuse me. And Raynor's going to pick up more stacks on his Veteran Marksman. That's a deadly Ming. Wait, hello? Okay, I was about to say, where's the auto? Murky is also going into Bribe. Let's take a quick look at Murky's Bribe. He's at 16 out of 32, so he's got 2 stacks on Bribe available. Sorry, I was looking at the stream and I was like, ooh, I wonder if I put the this other logo like right above this box right here, and I'm like, well, the box isn't always there, so never mind. I was like, we just have like a stack of logos on the left-hand side I gotta fix. I think we should just make a rotator for this screen just to make it a little bit cleaner. ETC trying to jump in. He's got the Crowd Surfer level 4 to get over the wall and make some interesting plays. We did see this yesterday. That was a nice power slide onto the Raynor, but just not enough follow-up damage from Li Ming to get a kill onto him. Did go into Behemoth Armor at level 4, synergizes with the level 1. I mean, you're basically building a level 1 and 4 stacking from the exact same trigger. Oh no, Murky goes down. Oh, GG's. Oh man, quarter kill. That's huge. Blaze actually will steal this, or will attempt to steal this left-hand side. Murky's egg is right there. Blaze will scout that out. He's actually not even going to clear the egg. That's surprising. Surprising he didn't go for the quick clear onto the egg. I know that he still had his own channel to be had. I don't know. Kind of feels like one of those things you could have threatened with, but either way, only 1 kill so far. Quarter kill into that Murky, of course. The Vala just vaulting around. She has 27 stacks already on her Fire at Will. Has the Arsenal at level 4. Just going to keep autoing onto the wave, keeping that hatred up, as Li Ming is going to have to blink away. Tyrael's got the Eldruin's Might, and it will expire. We do have the Stukov looking for the channel, interrupted by the Medivh. 19 stacks on his baseline Arcane Rift. 36 apiece. What does the top logo even say? I believe it says Experian. Well, it's not my tournament, so if they want me to put those logos, I mean, it's their tournament. It's their tournament, their logos. I didn't even realize I was missing it. I thought I just needed Nations Cup. I didn't realize there was another sponsor or whatever. This is the venue offline event. Oh, really? To be honest, I knew the name of the esports center. I didn't make that connection. I didn't even make that connection. I had literally looked up the event name, like the venue and stuff like that, and yeah. Didn't even make that connection. Thank you very much, Mage. Well, it is going to be 4 extra shots into the core of the Raven Lord from the side of Finland. 32 to 36 in core HP currently. We're going to cycle through those other numbers as we always do at this point in the game, as we'll see our 10 talent tiers at the top of the screen. That laugh, by the way, means the boss is up and available. It's also 5 minutes into the game, but it does have a global announcement. I'll never forget. I'll never forget. CCL, Lobber back when he played for crowd control. They literally forget about boss. He goes, we forgot about boss. And I was like, Lobber, you know there's like a global like laugh that everyone can hear. He's like, there is? I love Lobber for that. I don't mean to flame him. It was just like that moment will never not make me giggle. we forgot boss existed on the map. Ooh, oops. ETC trying to go dive onto Medivh, and he's able to portal away with a few hundred HP. Murky bribes a camp in the top lane, I do think. Actually, we can check really quickly on his bribe stacks. Yeah, he's at 0 currently, so I'm assuming he just bribed through that top lane camp. And he's got the he's got the pufferfish, which makes quick work of these waves. So the double soak from Murky's not crazy. It's just Blaze can shut it down quickly. So Murky's gonna constantly just be looking for wave soak rather than anything else. Yeah. Alrighty, double objective phase, top left and right. Should see a trade. We will have the 10 talent here first for the side of Finland. Stim, Hyperion, Bunker, Leyline Seal, and also the Sanctification from Tyrael. Pufferfish is being consistently cleared out. Stukov going for the left-hand side channel here. Blaze will get the interrupt. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Blaze interrupted the Stukov. I don't know if he saw the Li Ming going for the channel. Not 100% sure on what happened with that objective phase from Finland. They seemingly gave that away. I don't know if they were like, oh, we'll give it away and then we'll get bottom lane fort in the exchange. I don't know. Leyline Seal from Medivh. We do have a deletion onto Murky. He did try and octo grab the Lieutenant Morales. We have the top lane fort getting converted by Blaze. With the octo grab being grabbed at level 10, I'm assuming we'll see Wrath of Cod later on for the Murky for the percent base damage. Could also see the not Big Kahuna Tuna, but the something Shark. I forget the name of the 20th raid. ETC drops a huge mosh! And Blaze! Oh, I thought he walked right into it. That is going to be Lieutenant Morales going down first. Medivh stacks are going to be down the toilet. Blaze falls, Raynor falls, and so will the Tyrael.
Team kill!
Oh my God, was that just the S tier mosh pit? Alright. Well, there's one player out there that if I ever see them on ETC, I will never doubt them, because god dang, was that just beautiful. God, that was amazing! I thought Blaze was gonna walk right into the mosh. He dropped the bunker as close as he possibly could for the allies, but whew. The wave of force from Li Ming was almost bad. Wave of force from Li Ming bopped like everybody out of mosh pit towards the end, and she didn't get the reset that she was looking for, but of course she got it she got it like half a second after, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But man, oh man, it was a really cool chain of events to watch. We are going to be seeing the stim onto the Raynor here. He's got that veteran marksman at level 1, losing 1 stack on that one with the gambit after he died right there. ETC still healthy, actually. Well, still alive. He's not very healthy. Lurking arm from Stukov underneath the bunker from Blaze. Sappers in bottom lane. Slowly walking in towards the fort. We'll see if they actually get any charge value. Just quickly checking the fort. It's full HP. ETC power sliding in, displacing the Raynor just a little bit. Blaze able to get a jet propulsion out. That's Murky to fall. His egg is over by the boss, so it's a little bit of a rotation from Murky. MXD will be interrupted. Gonna actually cancel out. Grenade from the Lieutenant Morales. Murky's almost here, but MXD has the channel, and that's 4 shots into the core of the Raven Lord. As we see this bottom lane bell tower getting shredded by some minions. 66 stacks for the Rainer on his level 1, as Li Ming almost found a reset on that combo onto Lieutenant Morales. 53, by the way, in Behemoth Armor. That's a lot of Behemoth Armor stacks. I'm going to check really quickly. 632 extra HP. Rainer's got 3,056, excuse me, total HP. And he'll be building that up further and further, so... Getting a little tanky. Rainer's getting a little tanky. I actually didn't look. The fight started breaking out. I didn't want to miss out on this. Bonus damage, 52%. ETC drops a Mosh onto 2. Rainer doesn't have an interrupt for the time being. Lurking arm from Stukov. It's a reset. Another set of stacks from Medivh will go down. Murky drops the Octo Grab. You're kidding me with this. Stack set back to 0. Rainer loses another one of his gambits. He may have 3k plus HP, but that's not enough to to live through that burst ability. God dang. Sappers in bottom. Maybe they might be able to get 1 in, and then I was wondering if they could get 2 potentially to shove in through the bottom lane. But death timers are low, and it looks like with a single altar up and available, I would expect this to go over to the side of Czechia. I would expect Czechia to be able to grab this next objective with their talent tier advantage. 9-4 in kills. Murky's up and top to soak. Vala and friends are kind of controlling the bottom and also side path. You saw Li Ming anchoring a little bit over there. Stukov gets the channel, and 5 shots will go into the Gravekeeper. By the way, if you did not know, it is quite literally the Gravekeeper versus the Raven Lord. He's got little Gravekeeper icons on the top of his bell tower. Are they bossing? Yes, they are. But here, really quickly, he's got little Gravekeepers right there. Murky scouts all of this out. Big rotation coming through from the side of Czechia. But that is a beautiful, I keep wanting to say sanctification, holy ground from Tyrael to deny any sort of step onto the boss point. So 24-23 in core HP. It's still a very close Towers of Doom game. Map number 1 in the second best 3 of the day. What's up, GI5? On the nose, StarCraft. We're doing StarCraft tomorrow. We're learning more Zerg. Maybe we'll make it into gold tomorrow. That's not the goal. The goal is just to practice more Zerg. Blaze converts the top lane bell tower to the allied side. So we have bottom lane in control of Czechia, top lane in control of Finland. Portal from Medivh to try and initiate into this fight. It's even talent tiers. Flailing swipes from Stukov, pushing back the Finlandians? Finlandians, I think is the plural. By the way, no Wrath of Cod, actually. Fish oil. I'm a little surprised by that level 16 from Murky. ETC gets a power slide onto the Rainer. Face melt to push him back. Rainer's going to get a stim from Lieutenant Morales. And not going to do too much, honestly. Just going to clear the wave mostly with it. 69 Behemoth armor stacks. Blaze looking for a potential flank into all this. Murky setting up to steal away the right side bell tower. And yeah, he's going to get this channel uninterrupted. Blaze can't make the rotation up here in time.
Now.
And he knows that. Yeah, Blaze knows it, so I guess you can test on this left-hand side. Sappers in bottom. 1, 2, 3 will go over the wall as well. Things are falling apart on the Finland side as Murky and Blaze will brawl out. That's Octo Grab. Pufferfish gets a third of his HP. Stukov with the channel will be interrupted by Medivh or Lieutenant Morales. ETC getting low. He's gonna try and... I thought he tried to drop a mosh pit there. Power slides out, trying to get away from Hyperion. Rainer with sustained damage. One more auto! Stukov with the healing pathogen, gonna be enough, but I do think Stukov will fall, trying to save the ETC. Meanwhile, Murky still pressuring onto Blaze, as Blaze's health pool is pretty much in the same spot from where we last checked. Gets a nice jet propulsion onto the Murky. Thrown back a Pufferfish as the Hungering Arrow from Mouse to delay out the objective channel. Li Ming and ETC have rotated to top. So I think this will... Oh, actually, no. Portal from Medivh will allow them to rotate up here fairly fast. Lieutenant Morales doesn't use the grenade for the delay, but I do think she'll be able to get in place for this. For the auto attack. ETC Mosh Pit's up and available. 5 seconds on Murky. Where's his egg? It's all the way back at the Hall of Storms. We may actually see just 4 shots into the core of Czechia. Finland doing a good job in this late game of keeping things very, very even. But I might have spoken too soon. ETC with 400 HP. ETC with 400 HP. Blaze tries to get the kill, but he can't cook that cow. No barbecue for Blaze. Li Ming able to blink away. There's an Octo grab onto somebody. It's going to be the Rainer. He turns around, takes down the Murky. 9 HP. 9 health for the for the Li Ming. Moshpit ETC. And Vala takes down the Rainer. This is going to still be a fight on this top left of the map over the single bell tower. Murky's back in the mix. The Eldrune's Might thrown out with the Holy Ground. Tyrael actually jumps into all of this. I don't know where the rest of the team is going. Tyrael dies. Might have been a bit of miscommunication from the members of Finland there. Finns. But Finlandians sound so cool. Like Michiganders. That actually is that is what Michigan people are called. I told that to J-How once and he laughed. I don't know why, but he laughed. I was like, oh, okay. I guess it's funny. Finn finish. Well, like Denmark is what the Danes, right? I don't think you'd say like Denmarkians. I might have with my quality education. Bottom lane, Sappers, 1, 2, 3 go over the wall. 3 Sappers over the wall. Murky getting control of top lane fort once again. Leyline seal from Medivh. I think that's more or less to create a window to allow Rainer to back away, and he actually just peppers into the ETC, picking up a stack or 2 here and there. Li Ming would disintegrate on the far side of the fort, zoning back the enemy. Oh, is she... I was like, wait a minute. Yep. Someone's having a good time with the games today.
The altars rise.
They don't use the word Finland, so I guess they won't mind. All right, another stim onto Rainer here. He's going to try and chase out Hyperion as well. Yamato cannons dealing decent damage. Vala poking at the enemy. 94 stacks on fire at will. ETC Moshpit going to be interrupted as Bunker comes down from Blaze. Tyrael, Sanctification thrown onto the ground as flailing swipes will be utilized by the Stukov. Bell tower converted back over to the side of Finland, and I don't know. Ooh, a big Kahuna Tuna, by the way, for the Murky. 31 seconds on Octo grab. ETC gonna get peppered by Rainer. And this is looking like it's gonna be 8 shots into the core of Czechia. Oh, really, Gato? That's interesting. Archon Pure Power to zone back the enemy. Grenade from Lieutenant Morales as well. Alrighty, it ain't over yet. Sappers in bottom lane will be grabbed. Pat gets the channel. 4 more shots into the Raven Lord. By the way, I was talking about lore things on the map. Raven Lord's got little ravens on his bell towers. There's a lot of little cool things on Towers of Doom, like the little dots around the objective phase pertain to which team controls each lane. So like if bottom lane gets converted over to the side of Finland, this will turn yellow. Yellow-orangish. They're gonna go for boss right now on the side of Finland. They see the Murky in the bush. 4 shots into the core, take them down to 8 HP versus the 9. And Medivh, he's got 15 stacks currently. Li Ming throwing out a combo. Healing pathogen spread by the Stukov, just in case the enemy steps in. Rainer will be able to take this down. So as I mentioned, you can see how it changed color right there. Little cool things on the map. There's also the Spirit Healer from World of Warcraft. Apparently, as we're observers, it always shows, but when you're dead, that's when this actually pops up on the map. So when you're actually alive playing, it does not show, which I guess it makes sense because you don't want to be looking at random stuff when you're alive. The more you know, yeah. A Murky in the bush is worth 2 in the hand. What? Single altar, it's not game ending. Boss is up in 4 minutes. We have Murky popping hit. Oh, wait, ETC. Okay, I thought ETC was dropping a mosh the way that he stood still for a second there. Jet propulsion from the Blaze. The wave of force from Li Ming pushing people around. Leyline Seal with Medivh cheats. Connecting onto a few. We've got Sappers in the bottom lane as well. Hyperion from the Rainer to be utilized as Finland trying to take down Czechia here. Stim onto Rainer. He steps in. Looking to chase in. Is that that's the level 20 for Stim as well, for the speed boost as well. Rainer's just Rainer just rotates so very far. Li Ming gets the channel uninterrupted because they were chasing for a kill on Davala. That is 3 shots into the core of Finland. But you may have seen something weird happen over here. Some Sappers did make it over the wall. 3 Sappers made it over the wall. So it is going to be a 3-for-3 trade. Sappers for 3 shots on the objective. Medivh does have the level 16 Temporal Flux, so he's got the cooldown reduction. Still not done with his baseline, but of course he did die twice, losing probably half plus more. Learn some stuff on the trip, like why they drive on the left side of the road. Well, it's obvious because they want to be cooler than everyone else. Duh. We just do it to be different. It's all to drive more auto sales. It's actually a really close Towers of Doom map number 1. I gotta be honest here. Really, really close between these 2 teams, and it is fun. I mean, who else gets a Murky in map number 1? 3 Sappers, maybe shoved in through bottom lane. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on boss. Li Ming with Archon Pure Power active, gonna be trying to clear out the Sappers. Leyline Seal connects onto 2. Tyrael with the Eldruin's Might on the ground, lurking arm from the Stukov. ETC gonna power slide around right now, gonna face melt back the enemies. Sappers not gonna make it over the wall. The Murky Octograb doesn't find a setup kill. ETC is very low. One Sapper makes it over the wall. This objective phase is game threatening against the side of Czechia, who have been playing so very well in this first map. Don't know if it was the late game Rainer scaling, late game for the Medivh, with Medivh cheats and stuff like that. But either way, that's going to be ETC falling first in this engagement. You do not want to be losing your tank. Murky with the 3 shots. Lieutenant Morales going for the channel right now. Li Ming will interrupt one. She blinks in, trying to take down Morales. She plays inside the bush. Sanctification from the Tyrael as well. Medivh birds up. And Lieutenant Morales gets hit by a wave of force just as the Sanctification expires. Volk going for the channel once again. 39 seconds on the ETC death timer. Li Ming stepping in, but did she go in a little too deep for this delay? And yes, she did. She will be punished. The jet propulsion from Blaze connects on to the Stukov, and he will fall as well. Another stim onto Rainer. He's going to go ahead and take down this big Kahuna Tuna. Actually, it's an Octo Grab. Still gets the kill. Respect the 1v1, Rainer. Well, a very close map number 1 between Czechia and Finland. Super, super duper fun. Really, really good map number 1. Most people are right-handed, and you would be your sword hand, so when you're approaching someone, you would want them to be on your right side as your strong side. Huh, interesting. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nations Cup 3rd place tiebreaker. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Czechia. On the right is Finland. This is our second of 3 best-of-3s today. And we are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. As a reminder, any hero that is picked and played on a map. So in the previous map, we saw Vala, Murky, we saw Blaze as well. All these heroes that were played in the previous map that I cannot remember off the top of my head are going to be unavailable for the second map and potentially third. We may have another map number 3. may have another map number 3. It's a possibility. Custom Officer was a little grumpy with the previous group and saw my gigantic hedgehog. He was very cheerful. But how did we get here? Sure, I got you covered on that. The members of... sorry, I have to remember who's on what side. The members of Finland banned away Dragonshire and Garden of Terror. Battlefield and Braxis were banned away by the side of Czechia. The first map was chosen by the side of Finland, as they did win the coin flip. And the second map is going to be chosen by the side of Czechia, as they lost the first map. There you go. That's how we got here, bud. Went from Central Iowa to Chicago. Was 8 hours late. Huge delay in the train ride to Chicago. Was 12 hours late. Yeah, when we were going from Winter Park to when I did the first train trip. Yeah, when I did the first train trip, I'm trying to remember exactly. Yes, it was the first train trip. We got to Chicago late, and we had to take buses from Chicago back to Detroit. Like, we didn't get back into Detroit until 2-3 a.m. It was something absolutely insane. The second time, we were super close to not making the connection in Chicago, because Chicago's a hub, so you go Detroit to Chicago, and then you get onto the double-decker train, and then that takes you from Chicago to Colorado or whatever. Yeah. It's the reason is, if you don't know, Amtrak, which is the train company in the United States that you book, that's pretty much the only train company out there. They don't own the railways. The freight company owns the railways. So anytime you're on the tracks, and if a freight is on the way, you have to pull off the tracks to the side, wait for that freight to come by. So it could be there was times when we sat there for 30 minutes to an hour just waiting for a freight train to come by. So yeah, it's I mean, this is America. So Nazebo Joanna to be banned away by the side of Czechia. We will see a Hanzo Chromie from the side of Finland. First pick Anduin Muradin to Czechia, and we will see Finland with a Rhaegar, Hogger, and Diablo. Genji to be banned away by Czechia as well, and Finland with one more ban. What will they get rid of? What do they not want to deal with? Tychus is up and available if they don't want to deal with Tychus up against Hogger and Diablo. That's kind of the direction that I feel like teams would be leaning into. Greymane's up and available as well if they don't want to deal with any sort of cursed bullet burst ability. Lunara incoming. Ooh, I'd love to see a Lunara. We know we have not seen much priority into Lunara. Mephisto ban, not bad either. What's up, Fish? How you doing, bud? Yeah, it's fun to take the trains across, but if you have to make train connections and stuff, I don't know. I think the only time I'd ever do train traveling is through Europe, because from my understanding, it's very, very well organized. You can get a pass that you can just use across the countries. I mean, hell, I was looking for funsies because as I said, I was oh, if I go to Berlin, I could go to Heidelberg afterwards. And I was how much is a train from Berlin to Heidelberg? How easy is it to do? And I looked at it and I was holy crap. The amount of websites that were offering up, train scheduling and, the different time, it's wild. My apologies. My side stories to the side. We got a Rhaegar, Hogger, Diablo, Tassadar, Tychus. This is a very just good draft from the side of Finland. They check a lot of the boxes between burst ability, sustained damage, wave clear, siege. On the opposing side, we do have the Artanis for Czechia. That was really well played in the previous series. They brought that out. And we will see the Orphea from the members of Czechia as well. European trains are good. I've had the chance of traveling on a train once in Spain. But it was mostly overnight. We got on the train at I think we got on the train at 5, 6 o'clock. And then we got off the train at 5, 6 o'clock a.m. somewhere. I remember we vaguely slept. We had a sleeping car. We had I shared a car with 3 other kids from, it was a high school trip. So it was 4 of us in there, and I don't know. Vague memories of that one, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Start prediction. Which team wins? Tomb. Only an American can think German railways are good. Okay. That's a weird statement, but okay. We just literally talked about the incompetence of the American railway system. Okay. On the left-hand side, we've got Czechia. We have got a Muradin, an Artanis, an Anduin, Sylvanas, and an Orphea. To the right-hand side, we are looking at Finland. We've got a Rhaegar, Tychus, Diablo, Hogger, and Tassadar. There's your level 1s if it does impact your gamble.
Battle begins in 10 seconds.
Would Baja be an entertaining, enjoyable tour guide? Oh, that'd be great.
3, 2, 1. Let's the battle.
I would go directly to the Deutsche Bahn website. Okay, thank you. I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright. So, Muradin with third win at level 1. Feast on Fear from Diablo. No spell shield. No spell shield from Diablo at level 1. So we might be seeing a Shadow Charge build, right? It's typically... I mean, I guess you can go Feast on Fear. It can be Shadow Charge or Auto Attack build, right? I don't know. It's yeah, we'll see how it all goes. I think Cattle was talked about that at some point. Mouse is fine. Short distance haunting wave. No real worry. As I said, it's like when a Reaper gets into your natural in StarCraft. It's like, oh my god. Diablos today and yesterday really hate spell shield. Yeah, exact fish. What's really funny is I said it. I was like, oh, Feast on Fear for Diablo, no spell shield. And I was like, didn't someone say that yesterday? And I was like, right, Fish literally said that yesterday. Oh man, and yeah, you're right. I mean, it's Orphea, it's Sylvanas. Hogger might be dead in bottom. Oh, so little HP. Is he gonna tap well? He's gonna get some. He's gonna eat some trash and he's gonna chill out. Does he not have well available? Can I check the heroic icons, please? There we go. Well is available in 73 seconds. Okay, that's why. Very tight schedule to make it to the airport within 3 to 4 train connections. The biggest time thief was the airport security. Yeah, that's how like traveling through where I live in the Reno airport's the one I go to. Like it's like that sometimes. Like sometimes you walk right through it, and sometimes it's just like why are you Just why is everything moving so slow today by comparison? It's just weird. Anyways, the Artanis in bottom lane is going to be able to clear out the Siege Giants that were grab Muradin with the Dwarf toss in. The target is MXD, gets a cleanse out from the Rhaegar. Diablo is the one who really needs the cleanse as he does go down. First blood to the side of Czechia. They're going to be looking at this. Tassadar and Sylvanas will be able to take down that last, or will be able to deliver that last little bit of damage. MXD so low on the far side of this wall. Jason Sun trying to poke over that for the burst onto him. Doesn't find it. Sylvanas still playing to the low end of the wall. The Black Arrows will expire. And this is going to be some initial siege from the side of Czechia that is going to be promising in the mid lane. Hey, Lindy, what's up, bud? That's a real aggressive hello from Diablo with no other members really. I guess they were kind of in the top to mid rotation, so it's not that big of a deal. Chastise onto the Diablo. See Fire Stomps out, getting some vision for the allies. Orphea pokes in with a Dread here and there. Nice Shadow Charge onto the Sylvanas. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get anything other than a poke. Nancy, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Mage. Thank you for 1,696 subs in this channel. Thank you so much for your insane generosity and your continued support. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Also very nice. Dash from Tychus. We have a Dwarf Toss in from Murd, and he's looking to get the pressure onto MXD. He's got that heavy impact from level 7. They just can't find another kill. Still good start from the side of Czechia in map number 2. Oh, Diablo just face checks a bush and is going to drop down to a third less of his HP. As a reminder, by the way, since we had the gifted sub, if you are new to the stream, If you're enjoying the content, or if you enjoy Heroes of Storm, be sure to hit the follow button. It costs you $0. You get some channel points. You can gamble with those. And you get some follower emotes. And then if you get a sub or decide to subscribe, those follower emotes then become regular emotes you can use across Twitch, which I found out recently. It's pretty. I'm actually really happy they did that. I feel like it gives just more incentive for like even affiliates who have less slots. They can potentially just have more emote potential, which is always fun. Well, it's 2-1 in kills. We're about to hit level 10s apiece. Tychus with a grenade back into the top lane turn-in area to try and deny Jason's Sun. As we always do in the games today, we're going to go ahead and cycle through those other numbers. Orphea, by the way, on 11 out of 30 stacks on Mind Devourer. And the red web weavers will descend. Another initiation over the wall from Muradin. He's looking to dive onto Tychus, but the burst and the setup does not work out. The members of Czechia will back away as the red web weavers do descend here. Looking down into the bottom lane, just seeing how the two solo laners are matching up against each other. Hogger pushing up quite well in the bottom here. Artanis doing his best just to clear things out underneath the safety of his fort tower. Meanwhile in mid, they were trying to dive. Orphea, one auto! Nice kill into the Tassadar. Can she get the Shadow Waltz ability to dive away? Anduin with the Leap of Faith, and yes, the kill onto Tassadar will be had. Diablo's got full souls. You can see his soul stone underneath his model icon, or you can, well, there's that thing right over there. Once again, oh, no one freed Harrison Jones as always. Oh, Jason's Sun actually looking to turn the table and chase into the enemy with Muradin here. Landing a Stormbolt onto that Hogger. Diablo, he completes his Soul Stone again because they hit level 10, so he consumes 75 of the 100 souls. As a reminder, you do have to hit 100 souls on Diablo. It's not like you can be at like 75 and then you get the buyback. Muradin has the post level 10, so he's got the piercing value on a Stormbolt and cooldown reduction from autos. 100 stacks on Tassadar out of the 200 on his... God, I always flip these two. Static Charge. I always flip the name of the ability and the actual talent itself. Archon level 10. 1 stack on Master Assassin from Tychus. Mouse gets 20 gems turned in. Actually gets 2 out of the 20 that they're holding. Diablo lands a Shadow Charge onto her. Haunting Wave. Mouse is able to back away. But here come the big bad blue web weavers from the side of Czechia. And what can they grab with this? Tychus and Rhaegar really want to take down this fort in top lane. Tower shots onto the totem that Rhaegar summoned. Quick destruction onto that fort. And that will be Finland taking down the first structure on the map. Webweaver in mid, push back a little bit as there was a wave shoved in. Artanis in bottom. He's going to try and match up against the Hogger, but in mid lane seems like seems like where all the fun's going to be is in mid lane. As we pull away the talents, Commandeer Odin, Ragnarok missiles, as well as the Annihilation. Shock Rays. A Stormbolt goes wide, actually. Muradin in a little deep. He's going to go ahead and pop the Avatar, but the Crushing Jaws... Excuse me, but Muradin will fall. Crushing Jaws to try and set something up. It does not work out. And that will be a kill over to the side of Finland, who will be able to defend this Webweaver phase, losing a little bit of damage onto their fort front gates and the fort in mid lane. What's up, Duke? Good to see you, bud. Mouse able to get the Haunting Wave out, and this Webweaver phase in top lane will be cleared out. As I mentioned, the fort front gates taking a bit of damage, and mid lane fort gate already down, the structure itself taking a couple hits. 13 talents here, almost here for the side of Finland. I hope to see some NA fans in Berlin. I'll be cheering for Sweden. I've looked at some of the NA team names and stuff. Oh, that was a fantastic light bomb into probably Dwarf Toss. Tassadar will fall. Another kill over the side of Czechia. I personally, yeah, sure, I guess, I should root for NA, but, Germany and Sweden are, my two teams. Those are my two teams. I like a lot of the players on those teams. We'll see what happens with NA. The NA qualifiers are happening on May 13th and 14th. Those are Saturdays and that's a Saturday and Sunday. So we'll see what comes of that one. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a pretty decent tournament. Pretty good tournament. I just, I think it's a little rude that Europe gets 4 teams. I think NA should have 5. It's only fair. MXD might go down here. The Artanis has got some decent damage. Whoa, Wailing Arrow meets the Ancestral Healing. Orphea done with the Mind Devourer level 7. Here is Commandeer Odin going to be throwing out some defensive damage, or at least some utilizing Commandeer Odin as a defensive tool here. Mao's taking a ton of damage, might go down. Diablo comes in with the Apocalypse. Shadow Charge, Rhaegar gets a bite on the butt, and Tassadar takes down the Sylvanas. Really good initiation from the side of Finland to get that kill. Tassadar getting a little bit low here. Artanis, little PvP action, trying to take down his other Protoss brethren as the Leap of Faith pulls Kuba out of a hairy situation as the Webweaver phase will expire. Still getting good value on the side of Czechia. Diablo with a turn in here. Swap from Artanis gets him into position to keep just the autos coming in, but now Tychus is going to match that with a lot of minigun value. Diablo's got full souls. He does have the buyback if he falls here. Checking on who's got what when it comes to gems. I did see Hogger with 40 currently. Hogger's got the vast majority of the turn in for the side of Finland. We'll see if they can actually do it. Points will be... point will be EU has more nations. Yeah, but we have like... We've got like 48 connecting states here. Maybe we'll say 47. I don't know if we really want to count Texas anymore. Just a really good triple kill to the side of Czechia. Finland needs to now be the one to defend. They did not lose their gems, though. 50 gems on the Hogger as Diablo is going to get dove here. Shadow charges onto a minion to break away. Hogger sitting in the bush. Going to get a staggering blow onto the enemy as the mid lane fort does fall. Artanis soaking up the bottom lane. More countries in EU by a slight margin? I don't believe you. I'm gonna take my piss poor education and say, no, I disagree. Will I prove counterfacts? No, I don't need to. Can we boot Florida too? Ah, sure. What do they got? Orange juice? Disneyland? That's it, right? Sharks, hurricanes? We don't need any of that. Nice Will the Forsaken will deny the Diablo Shadow Charge. He pops the Apocalypse trying to make something happen here as a Leap of Faith will pull Orphea out. The Chastise thrown back just to zone anyone advancing forward. Artanis did get a camp for the bottom lane, favoring the side of Czechia. And they are building momentum back here. Oh, wait, hold on. Murden with the Dwarf Toss in. Going to look for some pressure. No, it's actually Tychus, the one going to be answering with the pressure. Avatar pop by the Muradin. We do have an Ancestral Healing on nearly a full HP Diablo. Muradin trying to get something here with these Stormbolts. He will fall. Sylvanas to go down as well. Artanis going to try and take down Tychus in this Commandeer Odin. Does not work out. Boss and turn-in. You literally have enough of a turn-in from just Hogger, so they're actually going to go for full turn-in, and they should be able to burn down boss quite quickly. Bottom lane Siege Giant's going to be rocketing through bottom lane fort. Meth heads? That's everywhere, homie. Sorry. That's everywhere. I learned very quickly when I moved out here that it's very prominent out here. Drugs are everywhere. Did you know that? No matter where you go, they're still everywhere. Yeah, Google your birthday, Florida man. That's always a good one. Well, Boss and Webweaver in the top lane working on the keep front gate. We've got the Diablo stepping in. I thought he actually had an overpower on somebody right there. Mage, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the contents. Wow, this is actually really, really good siege coming in from the side of Finland. Tassadar does finish out his level 1 Shock Ray. 17 to 18 in levels, 7 to 6 in kills. Experience favoring the side of Finland, kills favoring Czechia as the top lane fort goes down. Finland has a win condition opened up or set in that top lane. Muradin gets a Stormbolt here. He's got the side gate to go through, and he's just going to get bopped by a small grenade from Tychus. as the Web Weaver phase will expire with Artanis clearing out the Weaver in bottom lane. The war on drugs went so well. Oh, yeah. Indeed it did. Let's talk about something positive, chat. Let's talk about how no one can pay their bills. Let's talk about that instead. It's a bit, you know, positive. Capitalism's great. It's going well, everybody. Muradin is split from his team, blind from the Artanis suppression pulse to buy a window as Hogger gets a bounce through, or I guess he gets a hog wild through the enemy. Diablo comes in with the Apocalypse. That's a leap of faith. Jason's sun so very low. The Muradin gets a dwarf toss out, but he's slowed as well and will fall. Is that Earth Grasp Totem? Indeed it is. With the Commandeer Odin and double kill in the hands of Finland. They're rushing to core. They're looking for a 2-0 here, chat. In the UK, they're calling it the cost of living crisis. They should call it the we don't pay our employees enough crisis. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a quick cleanup from Finland. What was looking like a promising game number 2 for Czechia to move us into that illustrious map number 3 again, unfortunately will be shut down in the late game. Really good play from Finland. Really good patience as well. GG's. Talk about something positive. Why is Artanis so OP? Well, because he's got the Blade of Zeratul. So he's like, it's like Piccolo, because Piccolo is like 2 people. He's got you know, the soul of Nell or whatever as well. Yes, I made a Dragon Ball Z reference. Yes, it's that kind of stream. Rivno, how you doing, bud? By the way, as a reminder, we do have more game. We have one more best of 3 after this. We will have to restart stream later on. We're going to be doing some Nitro Racing, which if you don't know what that is, it's like marbles mixed with Mario Kart. It's a really fun time. It's a cozy game. We'll be playing some other stuff later. We also... One second.